What's worse than your run-of-the-mill mindless order follower? A 67-year-old order follower who is so far gone and with a soul so dark that he lives, in this case, lived his life plotting to prey on the weakest members of society. This is Navy Captain Bruce Minnelli of Task Force Medical South. He also served as the NATO Role 3 multinational hospital commander. This guy served as the captain of the medical unit on Guantanamo Bay. In this photo right here, he was giving a combat hospital hat to Army Secretary John McHugh at Kandahar Airfield in Afghanistan on December 14, 2011. Combat Hospital was a Canadian television show that featured medical units in the war zone. Minnelli, who retired in 2016 as a Navy captain, having earned dozens of awards and commendations, died when he was shot multiple times by police at a DoubleTree hotel in a suburb of South Seattle. So why was he at the DoubleTree? He was there to meet an 11 and 7-year-old girl for something that should never be discussed in the same sentence as the word. Here's some video of the sting operation.
There you go, it's your time in Seattle. There you go, it's your time in Seattle.
It was at this moment that the Seattle police filled Captain Despicable with more holes than a slice of cheese at a rodent convention. I mean, we're talking about it was such a mag dump spectacle, I thought they were auditioning for a hole punch commercial. And this officer decided to take aim straight downstairs. Don't think he didn't pull the trigger either. But imagine this, a high-ranking official at Guantanamo Bay turned out to be a horrible human being. Who'd ever thunk it? What's really interesting from a physical perspective is that after the cops stopped firing, a plume of white smoke rose from where the military molester was laying. Some say it was a fire extinguisher, and others say it may have been a vape product in his pocket. Either way, he got smoked and then started smoking. Needless to say, Captain Creeps a Lot has a 0% chance of reoffending, and society is a much safer place with his passing. Reportedly, he escaped several charges and allegations during the course of his career, but karma seems to have corrected that.
I think this is one of the best joint commands I've ever had the honor of working with.
There you go, it's your time in Seattle.
On April 17th, 2024, Seattle police greeted Minnelli inside this hotel in Tahlequah. Investigators say Minnelli came to the hotel to meet an 11-year-old and a 7-year-old girl, but it was a part of a Seattle sting operation. Video from Seattle police shows Minnelli immediately pull a gun from inside of his coat as soon as the door opens. I dug into Minnelli's military service and criminal history. According to a military report, on top of commanding the medical group at Guantanamo, Minnelli also was the commander of the NATO Role 3 multinational medical unit at an airfield in Afghanistan in 2012. In 2016, Minnelli was quoted in a New York Times report on Guantanamo Bay. A year after the New York Times story, Minnelli was arrested in a prostitution sting out of Kitsap County. Probable cause documents I obtained say Minnelli went to a hotel expecting to have unprotected sex with a prostitute for a little more than $100. But just like last week's incident, this was a law enforcement sting. Documents say while in custody, Minnelli admitted to investigators that he had gotten away with paying a prostitute for sex within the last year and contacted several others, but claimed he never actually met them. Documents say he also admitted to detectives he had been arrested previously in Texas for the same crime. During the interview with detectives, Minnelli blamed his sex life with his wife for the reason he was trying to pay for sex. Seattle police tell me They're investigating the deadly shooting from last week, but have no new information to release. A military official tells me they're working to get more details on Manili's role in the Navy.
On June 30th, 2016, Manili retired after just over 40 years in the service. It's hard not to consider how he might have leveraged his power overseas and what he may have done to kids in other countries. How many victims has he left in his perverted wake? I'm sure most people are glad that no money, resources, time, or attention will be given to this guy for a lengthy trial and incarceration. But I can't help but wonder how many others are out there in positions of power doing the same things and getting away with it day after day. If you think the world is a better place without people like this, leave your thoughts in the comments section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, become a channel member, grab a shirt, but more importantly, know what your rights are, understand your rights, and flex your rights. If you don't use your rights, you will lose them. I'll see you in the next video.